Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We will continue on with our game series, Nobody Wants to Die. And as always, feel free to leave a like, a subscribe, and also comment on the channel. Let's continue on.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the feds were here.
The Feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies.
Well, he's not wrong.
So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
The fucking safe. Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
Oh, did you see something
See
else?
something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. The safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo!
Oh.
The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it.
Holy buckets.
James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, come on. Don't kill me now.
Making a mess. Get your act together.
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news.
What are you talking
You're
about?
late for the party.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him and the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Why were you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot.
Analyze.
Needs a closer look. Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Or maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies?
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Reconstructing. Shooting at someone.
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
.8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
A shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
How did he die?
He could have believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down.
Oh,
Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer?
jumped over. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's redo this.
Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here.
Well, he was caught off guard.
You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
Oh.
Eddie was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him.
That was a clean shot.
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. What? Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company, especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. What is this? Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Blood trail. And anything else? It's time for pictures of your friend. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations.
Yeah, just how the Romans did.
Pretty much everyone here knows each other. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. Drake Starr? I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. Nine millimeter, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from Eco Marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Oh, he just came out from nowhere.
Suddenly, a shooter appears and takes out our star. It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her. She was bleeding like hell.
Plot thickens. Oh, hold on. Okay, so they were into some BDSM stuff. Got it. And a very expensive hobby of murder.
Senator used him as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Oh no, she went and fought, yeah?
Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead and burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? Almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach.
Oh. Yep, ran hit over here.
A bullet from a revolver. Probably Katis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where?
Following wires.
Let's see where you take me.
Well, that's a camera. Another one.
Another. This must be a dead end. Cables run deeper. Fuck. Not now. So close.
Oh, what's going on?
So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. E.G. We go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Icarite in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body?
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, that is sick and twisted.
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I'm just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
We're gonna close the passage.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? Remember that already. I knew more where she lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. Oh, they even have a bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
Ooh, did I get lucky?
These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? It doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it! Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look. She stayed right here with her people. No one else did. One of the cables draws the most of it.
Come on.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Sarah?
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week. What is this place?
Right, mannequin. Like an ambush central. And we're out of drugs.
Oh, fuck!
Sarah. What's up with all these damn mannequins?
What the hell?
You thought I'd be an easy target?
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize you're making a huge mistake.
You mean me, right?
Drop your weapon and get out! I'm counting to 3. 1! 2.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
I wish I had more options other than just good old-fashioned shootout.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Oh, I'm grateful I didn't shoot
Almost
him.
finished faster.
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me. Ow. Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
This body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
Where'd you get
So
this bomb?
are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right.
Trust me.
You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
What fucking emotions management issues?
I don't argue therapy circle. It's emotional management.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. And instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
You sound like nobody was looking after you.
You're on your own fast in the slums, because you can either afford children, or you can afford new bodies. Not both. I was ahead of my family by the time I was 15.
How did you do it?
We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging. For normal people, it's a portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Your sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
What a bitch.
She only thought of others, never herself. She's selfless to a fault. After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke, and there was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank, and the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out, no matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
What's going on?
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Blood tests. From the beginning of the month.
Key to happiness, huh?
I remember it. This is older than me.
Chicken of Justice?
Were you close with Seth?
Sure. He was my partner. Why do you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing a Nicorite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Couldn't blame himself.
Cops look out for their partners. And he was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this.
Have you read
Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes! The Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
Oh, one room is well
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar.
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Ah, man.
Waits for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Oh, do we come?
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never gonna be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
We gotta play by the rules. We don't make them.
Tell me about it.
I hope this isn't a tough question. What happened to your siblings? Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Bottoms up. To honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body?
What are you renting the body for?
A surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Alright.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
Alright. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears, but they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
I get it for Rachel. I'd cross the line.
I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Dress your finger.
I can handle it.
The chicken.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload. His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing. Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Oh.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer.
Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them. I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there, apart from the obvious?
Together, they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it.
Okay.
Erosion of consciousness. Never heard of something like that.
Neither did I. But that means he was weaker than we thought.
Oh, no.
If synchro tests have a positive effect, then maybe there is something that does the opposite. And how exactly does this connect with the shooting on Icarus?
By sheer willpower?
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece. They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason.
No.
You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs. Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that. The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Like I said, I have at least three hypotheses.
Yes, ma'am.
Wasn't it more profitable to keep him alive? I feel like following this lead might take a long time.
I'm just looking at all the angles.
It would take years for his competitor to grow in political power.
True. You can't just grab someone off the street for a position like that.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Alright everyone, I'm going to conclude this particular episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.